Welcome to the Garden of Stories, where magic blooms and adventures come alive. Join us today as we dive into an underwater world filled with shimmering towers, mysterious mazes, and a magical mission to save stories. Milo, Lila, and Theo were playing on the beach when they noticed something strange, a stream of glowing bubbles rising from the waves. They weren't ordinary bubbles, inside each one swirled tiny, shimmering lights.
Look at that.
Said Milo, stepping closer.
It's like they're alive.
We have to follow them.
Lila insisted, already sketching the bubbles in her notebook. Theo adjusted his glasses.
It's probably some natural phenomenon. But we should investigate.
The bubbles led them to a rocky cove where the sound of the ocean seemed to hum a melody. At the center of the cove lay a glowing pearl. When Milo touched it, the world around them transformed. Suddenly, they could breathe underwater.
Whoa!
Gasped Theo, his voice bubbling in the water.
We're underwater, but we're fine?
The bubbles began to swirl around them, forming a tunnel that guided them deeper into the ocean.
Look!
Lila pointed ahead. A city of shimmering coral towers and glowing jelly domes appeared before them. Tiny creatures darted in and out, and massive whales floated above, blowing sparkling bubbles from their blowholes.
Welcome to Bubble City,
Boomed a friendly voice. Turning, they saw Captain Ripple, a wise octopus wearing a shell-shaped hat.
This is incredible.
Said Milo.
What are these bubbles for?
They're our messengers.
Explained Captain Ripple.
Each bubble carries a story, a song, or a memory. They rise to the surface, sharing the magic of Bubble City with the world.
But Ripple's cheerful tone dimmed.
Lately, something has been disturbing the bubbles. Many pop before they can deliver their messages. We fear our stories will be lost forever.
We can help,
said Lila eagerly. Captain Ripple's tentacle pointed to a glowing map.
You'll need to visit 3 places to find the cause of the trouble: the luminous lagoon, the spiral shell maze, and the deep abyss.
The trio set off at once. The lagoon shimmered with glowing water, and bubbles floated up, singing soft melodies. But the songs were broken, like a radio cutting out.
The clues are in the songs.
Theo realized.
We need to listen carefully.
Together, they pieced together the lyrics, which revealed a secret phrase, "Follow the light where shadows bloom."
That must be our next stop.
Said Milo. The maze was a twisting labyrinth of coral walls, with bubbles floating at every turn.
We're going in circles,
Groaned Lila.
Wait,
Theo said, observing the bubbles.
the ones glowing blue are pointing a way out.
Following the blue bubbles, they escaped the maze and found a massive trench ahead, the deep abyss. In the darkness of the abyss, the currents were wild, tugging at their clothes and scattering the bubbles. At the center, a colossal whirlpool spun furiously, pulling everything toward it.
That's the problem.
Shouted Milo.
The whirlpool is breaking the bubbles.
A deep voice rumbled.
Who dares disturb my waters?
From the whirlpool rose a massive creature made of swirling currents, the Whirl King. His voice echoed like thunder.
I am lonely, and the bubbles entertain me. Why should I let them leave?
Lila stepped forward bravely.
because they're not just for you. They share the stories of this city with the whole world.
Milo added.
If you let the bubbles go, we'll share our stories with you too.
The Whirl King paused.
Stories are for me.
Theo nodded.
We'll visit you and tell you new ones every time.
The creature's swirling body slowed, and the currents calmed.
Very well. I will let the bubbles flow again, but you must promise to return.
We promise,
said Milo. With the currents restored, the bubbles floated freely again. Captain Ripple thanked the kids with a special bubble that glowed brightly.
This is a memory bubble.
He explained.
It will carry your messages to us, no matter where you are.
As the kids returned to the beach, they watched the glowing bubbles rise into the sky, carrying stories of a magical city beneath the waves.
Let's send our first message,
said Lila, holding the memory bubble. The bubble filled with their voices.
We'll be back soon.
and with a soft pop, it floated away. Thank you for joining us on this magical journey beneath the waves. What adventure should we explore next? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Garden of Stories for more enchanting adventures. See you next time.